Hello, this is Pastor Gideon Jacob from Tiruchi, India. Some of you may know me already. For those who don't know me, I'm the senior pastor of this church here at Tiruchi, the Good Shepherd World Prayer Center. I think most of you are well informed through the news and social media about things happening right now in India. At present, we have about 350,000 new infections, COVID-19 every day, and officially about 3,000 people are dying per day. And around the middle of May or the end of May, it is estimated some 800,000 till 1 million new infections will be there every day. So generally, please pray for this nation. It brings about a lot of turmoil and a lot of upheavals right now. Heaps and heaps of dead bodies burnt on the streets, especially in North India. People gasping for air without, due to the lack of oxygen. Oxygen cannot be bought in most of the shops right now. For example, I can tell you why, especially the poor, are hardly hit because of these situations. Medicines, the cost of oxygen, everything has gone up, and all the hospitals are full, clinics are full, and mostly people are brought to the stadiums or huge erected new halls where people can be admitted. And this is naturally a huge challenge, not only for society, but also for the government, for every person involved in this nation. As you know, we have a lot of poor people in our nation already. And due to this pandemic, malls and workshops, everything are being closed now. Even the people who are working, only 25% are allowed to come to work. So many lose their jobs, many are cut down on their payments. So this is going to unfold a real tragedy in the future for people without food, without medicines, and without proper earnings, especially for those who are workers who are not registered anywhere, who are working on the streets as vendors, at fruit sellers, as security people, who are building workers. All of them are not registered anywhere, so they face a real problem. So one of the first needs what these people need is food right now. I've already spoken about this to you in my last message some weeks ago. Per packet what we give for a family of 3 or 4 people or 5 people can eat it. They have to stretch it naturally, but they can go on with this packet for about a month, and one packet costs about 15 euros. And we really want to see that many people, poor Christians, poor pastors especially, who have very small churches in some unreached areas where there are only 10 or 20 people, when even these churches cannot gather together, where these pastors live from the offerings and the tithes of these believers, it is not so very easy. So first of all, what they really need is the food for 15 euros for a month. And the second thing what these people really need is oxygen to breathe. That may sound really funny for those who are living in other countries outside India, but this is the biggest need today, right now in India, and medicines, because all the hospitals are full, all the clinics are full, people are just brought to makeshift clinics and hospitals, and where there's no oxygen has to be imported now. About 15 countries are trying to help India. I'll just tell you some statistics. For example, this medicine, remdesivir, that normally is used extensively in the treatment of COVID patients, costed about 1,000 rupees one year ago per vial, yeah? And normally a person who was sick needs this medicine for 6 or 7 days, and they paid about 6,000 or 7,000 rupees. Today, each vial costs about 35 up to 35,000 rupees. And you can just imagine, that means every day a person, just for this one injection, has to pay about 400 euros, just for this one single medicine. And not only that, this oxygen tanks, yeah, with about 10 liters or something of oxygen. This tank costs about 3,000, 4,000 rupees, normally 3,000 rupees I think. But now it costs up to 35,000 to 40,000 rupees. That means it's about at least 500 euros per tank people have to spend. So you can just imagine. And if you want to buy an oxygen concentrator, that costs about approximately about 900 euros. So where will the poor people go to for such money? That is really impossible for the poor and the needy of this nation. Of course, the rich can pay it, but the rich are occupying all the best places in the hospitals and the clinics. It's already full, but where will the poor people go? So when this sickness reaches its peak in the middle of May or at the end of May with 800,000 or 900,000 new infections, we do not know where it is going to, or how many people are going to survive this danger of hunger right now, where people don't have to eat because they don't have any job. The monthly income is being cut. They're losing their jobs. They have to migrate to their own places far away, maybe hundreds of kilometers away, 500, 800 kilometers away, so that they can get home in time before the pandemic spreads even to this area. So on the whole, India needs a lot of prayer right now. I pray that God really turns this nation towards Him in this situation, that people really begin to turn their faces towards God and begin to pray to Him, ask Him for forgiveness, and that God really comes down with His power and speaks a word to put every calamity that is taking place right now to an end shortly. I pray that you will join with us together to pray for this nation. And I also pray that you will support our churches, our poor people in this nation, and also pastors and church workers. Little children are now dying. Some of the affected are little children, 3 years, 12 years. The first wave, it was not like that. But in the second wave, a lot of children are dying right now. And this is the greatest problem. People don't have even time to even bury the dead or to burn the dead. So because all the places of burning the dead are totally now, crematoriums are totally full, that people have to wait and wait and wait till their dear and dear ones can be really burnt. So this is a huge tragedy that is playing in India. I have never seen anything like this all through my life. I am now nearly 67, where one big main place in Delhi is full of burning bodies. It's made a crematorium. Or some other places, but hundreds and thousands are burning. And today I came to know, alone in Delhi, they say it's about 2,000 people have died till now, officially. But what I read in the papers is, these 2,000 are the people who died in the hospitals. But those who died at home don't come into any statistics. So you can imagine, when you multiply that throughout this whole nation, India is a big nation with 1.3 billion people. So you can just imagine the tragedy that is happening right now. Please pray for this nation, that we really turn to God and really start to pray to Him for deliverance from this pandemic, and also that God provides for His children, for the poor, the needy, the pastors, the Christians with their daily food, and also that He enables them to buy their medicines and also provides them with oxygen possibilities, so that these people can really survive this sickness without just ending their lives without oxygen. Thank you very much for listening. I know it's a very sad story. God bless you. God keep you safe wherever you are. But please keep on praying for us, and we will continue in our prayers for you. You must know India needs your prayers and also your support and help. God bless you. God be with you.